Hello lovelies and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a training time, and I'm sorry if you guys hear like stuff. I'm in my boyfriend's dorm room, so the walls are pretty thin, so I'm going to try to make sure that you guys don't hear anything, but in case you do, I apologize ahead of time. But today my training time is going to be focused on a little about what I've been doing recently, what's been going on in my life, and also some of the conspiracy theories of Star Stable that I have been looking into and wanting to talk about, and I'll be showing you stuff as I go along. So, with that, let's get started. So, the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is how I've been doing and where I've been recently. And if you guys watched my recent video, you guys know I have been kind of AWOL recently because I have been getting ready to go to law school next semester and all of that jazz and applying to schools and getting acceptance letters and all that. So I'm kind of at a place right now where I'm kind of in limbo. I'm waiting for more acceptance letters. I've been accepted to my one of my picks to law school, and I'm waiting on acceptance letters or rejection letters from three other law schools, and they still haven't answered me. And it's just been kind of a waiting game that with somebody like me with my anxiety, I don't like waiting. I like to know what's going to be happening in my life and know what I'm going to be doing in the next year. And I don't right now. I don't know where I'm going to end up. I don't know where I'm going to live. I don't know how I'm going to live. I don't know anything. I have no idea what I'm doing with myself. And it's been kind of terrifying. And so I've kind of been trying to focus on my schoolwork my last semester as a senior here at my undergrad. And I've been trying to focus on myself and trying to just wait it out. And it's been kind of difficult, but that's kind of what I've been doing. I've also been uh, working a lot. It cost a lot to apply to law school. Last time I checked in with you guys, I said that I'd spent about 1K to 2K on law school. And this time I have spent about 3K on law school, and I'm about to spend more. And I'm kind of in a predicament. So when you apply to law school, you have a seat deposit. And a seat deposit basically is you have like so long until you pay a seat deposit to whatever law schools you're accepted to, and that holds your place in that law school and basically says that like you want to keep that law school like on your top list. And then the second deposit is paid, and then that basically means that you're going to go to that law school and then you sign stuff. Well, I haven't been accepted to any other law school or haven't heard back from any other law school yet, and so the law school that I have right now that accepted me is a great choice, but not my top pick, I'll be honest. And they want me to pay my deposit by April 1st, which is $250. And right now, I don't have any other answers for my other schools, so I don't want a bigger, like, choice, like a top choice of mine, to say yes after I paid that $250 because you don't get a refund on those deposits. So I'm kind of at a loss for that, but I've spent about 3K right now so far. I'm applying to law school, and I'm planning on working a lot during this summer to be able to kind of pay my way through board and stuff for law school. I'm gonna have to probably have an apartment. I don't know if I'm going to be living with anybody else. I don't know where I'm going to end up, but I know I'm gonna have to probably have an apartment. And I basically have everything for that apartment. I have kind of everything I need except for some miscellaneous stuff because I've kept some stuff that my parents were gonna like give away and stuff, and I have some stuff that I've invested in for my dorm room and stuff that I'm going to move into my own apartment. So if I make enough money during the summer, I'm going to be able to pay my whole way through law school with the money that I made this summer without having a job, which is gonna be amazing, honestly. It's gonna help me a lot because people say that you shouldn't have a job in your first year or first semester as law school because it's really hard and it's really difficult, which gives me a lot of anxiety about going to law school. But I'm super excited and I'm ready to do it. Like I'm ready for that next step. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on recently. I've just kind of been trying to find my legs, I guess you could say, and trying to find my footing on being okay with not knowing and being kind of in this like unknown situation. And I'm kind of excited, but I'm also very nervous because the other problem with this choice is that it's about 6 hours away from my current school, and my boyfriend, who is a year younger than me, has another year left at the school that we are going to together. And so him and my beautiful child, which is my cat, um, Prince, will be staying here, and if I go to that other law school, it'll be 6 hours away, and I don't want to do that. But, you know, I got to do what I got to do, and so I'm just excited to be accepted. It's been an uphill battle recently, and I've been struggling with that, and I'm just happy to be able to say that I'm going to go to law school, nonetheless, actually got in. So, yeah. But another cool thing that I want to talk to you guys about recently is a conspiracy theories for SSO. So, like all of you, I have been kind of seeing some stuff that's been going on at Star Stable, and I've been like, wow, that's really cool, or hey, that's interesting. That's a little bit of a tidbit of information. So if you guys have been noticing, they got rid of it, I think, in SSO. I stalk their comments all the time in my Instagram, and I kind of like look at their comments and I see like what other people are saying and see how they react. But so the first thing I noticed was that little pop-up of dialogue that you would see at Starshine between Ash and now what we know as the updated version of Gary Goldtooth. And also during that time, I noticed that when you first go into Wildwoods, you can see a caravan that is exactly like Gary's caravan. And I was like, this is perfect. This is where Gary's going to end up. And I kind of have some theories. I obviously know that some quests are coming with Gary. We've seen some of the quest logs and stuff like that that popped up. Obviously, that's going to end up happening. We know that he's getting an update. We know that he's going to talk to Ash, and that's probably going to be a quest line. But what we don't know is what they're going to do with him after this quest line. So I kind of have some theories. So if you guys look at Star Stable's Instagram, you guys will probably see that everybody asked for Umbra and Ayla. Everybody asked for Campus and Talina, I think it is. Everybody asked for all of these horses to come back and for them to be available for people to buy again because they either missed out on it, they didn't have enough star coins, and all that jazz. What if they're setting up Gary Goldtooth in the Wildwoods because that's where they say that the most magical horses are going to be, and kind of going to set that up as kind of like a Ferdinand market? As like maybe not even a traveling one, and maybe not even like one that's like constantly open, but maybe they're going to start bringing back some old magic horses and having them be there for a limited time when they release new magic horses. And that's kind of my theory. Other people say that they think that it's just going to be a quest line, which I think would also be really cool. But another thing that I realized, and I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, when I was doing the Wildwoods reputation for the Warriors, I went up to the Warriors and I spoke to Rocco, and he said something to me, kind of like a pop up of what happened with the Starshine trailer between Ash and Gary Goldtooth. I wish I could show you guys, but it hasn't done it again. I've tried doing it. I think it only does it when you're doing the reputation, and I've already done that today. But what I noticed was that they said basically along the lines of, he said, "Oh, look, it's Soraya. Will you come with us to this certain place in Wildwoods and like go on an adventure with us?" And he was talking about him and Ash. And I think that that's also going to be a part of a quest line. Maybe not even the same one, maybe a different one from Gary Goldtooth and Ash's quest. But I for sure think that they're leaving these tidbits for a reason. When somebody in the comments asked about the Starshine trailer kind of like pop up of dialogue between Ash and Gary Goldtooth, Star Stable said that it was an accident and it was a glitch and it wasn't supposed to happen and that they would be getting rid of it. But I thought that it was really interesting that they popped that up around the time that people were having a big uproar about how quests weren't happening, how people were tired of horses coming out only, and how they were tired of the small updates. I think that SSO left that little tidbit there so people would kind of know that something big was happening, know that something big was about to happen. And then, like they said, they took it out down. I've been to Starshine a couple times and I haven't seen it pop up since then. And now all of a sudden this Rocco like pop up of a dialogue is happening. I think that they're leaving these tidbits there for a reason, and I think that there's something that we should really be waiting for. I think that they're going to have a huge quest line in Wildwoods, which we've all been waiting for, all been asking for. That's been my biggest thing about Wildwoods recently is it's a beautiful place, but my biggest problem with it is that there's really nothing to do there besides reputation every single day and one race now, and I want more. I want there to be more reasons for me to go there, and it's kind of turned into like South Hoof or even Dino Valley where I really just don't go there anymore unless I'm going to race because there's really nothing to do. So I'm excited that they're thinking about coming out, if they are coming out with a big quest line, and I really, really want Umbra and Ayla and all of those other horses that were magic horses to be able to come back and let us be able to buy them again, because I think that it's kind of unfair. and I guess I'm speaking for myself here, but I'm also speaking for other people like me who joined this game at a certain point when Umbra and Ayla had already come out before I'd come back to the game and started a new character. And so I wasn't able to buy them. And I was very disappointed because I love those horses. I also don't think that they're going to come back out with the bark carts, but I also was very disappointed not to get the Lusitanos that were magic horses because it's not fair to me because I missed out on them. So I think that that would be a really cool thing for them to do with Gary Goldtooth. And if you want my personal opinion, they shouldn't just update Gary Goldtooth next week. They should bring out Umbra and Ayla or some other horse that people have been asking for a really long time. So other people have some things to look forward to and another thing for them to kind of, do. Another thing that I've realized that I'm going to kind of critique real quick, I've kind of critiqued a little bit during this story, but I am kind of disappointed that Star Stable didn't come out with the like Leprechaun or the festival for St. Patrick's Day, and I'm really worried that they're not going to do it for Easter either, but I really wish that they would because these repeat events are repeat events that people look for and that people that haven't experienced them really want to experience. And they can add little bitty things to it, and I think that it's an opportunity that they kind of missed out on this year. And I really hope that they realize that because it's a really easy way for us to get a bigger update, but for them to also not work as hard on those updates and be focusing on those bigger quests and those bigger lines that they're waiting to bring out. So that was my other kind of tidbit on like the recent updates that I kind of talked about last time. But that's been one of my conspiracy theories. I kind of think that there's going to be something big happening with Gary Goldtooth in the Wildwoods, and I also think that Gary Goldtooth will maybe have a market for magic horses. Another kind of conspiracy I have is if you guys have noticed, they've had these refrigerator doors that are like make a star in the middle of the map. That like there's one there's actually one right to the left over here, right between Fort Pinta and Moreland. There's also one by Jasper's Farm at Golden Hills, like Golden Leaf, and I've kind of been wondering what they're going to do with these because I kind of have a conspiracy about those as well. I feel like they're going to have a part of that be kind of a Soul Rider thing or maybe even a way into Pandoria or something like that. Something like besides the portals or like some type of tidbit of like another land. Maybe it's like not like the underworld, but maybe it's like another place like besides Pandoria that we can go to through those refrigerators and it makes a star. And I think that that's a really big deal, and so that's kind of another conspiracy I've been trying to like work out in my head. Another thing that people have been talking about are these triangle like figures that somebody found not only in Wildwoods, but there's also one around the fields behind Marley's farm and like Silver Glade Village. Like there's this like I wish I should probably go show you guys, but it's like this triangle of stone, and it kind of has like looks like it has like Pandoric stuff on it, or even runes on it that like glow purple. And I've been really interested in them because I feel like they wouldn't just drop that in a new location for no reason, if you guys know what I mean. I feel like there's another reason why they're here. I feel like we have them here for a bigger quest line, whether it be part of the Soul Riders, whether it be part of something like that. But I'm really excited for what they have planned for that as well. I feel like that maybe it'll tie into the Wildwoods, maybe it'll tie into something, but I feel like for some reason that they have to be separate. I feel like they can't be the same quest line, if you know what I mean. So that's kind of been my conspiracies lately, guys. So I'm going to actually finish up this video here. I know it's kind of a short one, but I wanted to talk to you guys about my conspiracies, and I wanted to talk to you guys about what I thought was going on in Star Stable. But it's been great to do another training time video, and I hope to see you guys and hear from you guys again. Please comment, like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Zaraya.nightforest. Bye, guys!